I'm Chris Ransom. This is your 2016 MLS Draft Preview Update. Georgetown defenseman Joshua Yaro. Joshua Yaro and the Georgetown Hoyas entered the college soccer season as the number 3 team in the nation, but a opening day loss to the unranked South Florida Bulls has Georgetown sliding to number 12 in the country. It gets even worse. The Georgetown Hoyas' next two opponents are the Akron Zips and the number 1 ranked UCLA Bruins on September 7th. The Bruins are led by two potential top 5 picks. The first of those two players is Abu Danladi, and his teammate Michael Amick. Amick and Yaro form a deadly duo at UCLA. Abu Danladi is the team's striker, who had 9 goals and 6 assists last season. It's not just that. The entire tandem, Michael Amick is one of the best center backs in college soccer, and if he keeps playing well, he may end up challenging Joshua Yaro to be the top center back drafted. Yaro entered this process from Georgetown as the number 1 prospect in the draft, and some believed he could go ahead of Kyle Larin in the 2015 MLS Super Draft before Yaro chose to return to school for his junior season. But now Georgetown is in a situation where their backs are against the wall, and they lost on the road to South Florida. Now they have to face Akron and UCLA, 2 tough college soccer teams, and Yaro has to respond in those games. If Yaro does not beat UCLA on September 7th, then that is going to be a game where his draft stock is teams are going to look at that, and his stock may take a hit, because that's a big game coming up next Monday on September 7th, during the week before Monday Night Football, when we'll be making NFL predictions. That's a huge game for both Georgetown and UCLA, because it features arguably all of the top 3 picks, assuming they leave college to become Generation Adidas players. 2 seniors that are worth keeping an eye on are Stanford left back Brandon Vincent and Robert Morris striker Nico Brett. Brandon Vincent is the top senior defenseman in this year's MLS Super Draft. He would have been a Generation Adidas prospect had he declared last year, even though one of the MLS teams does hold his designated player rights. The real interesting story has to be Nico Brett from Robert Morris. Had 14 goals and 18 goals in his last 2 seasons at Robert Morris University for the Robert Morris Colonials. Will Moon Township finally have its first top 5 draft pick for fans to idolize? Stay tuned. Chris Ransom, Draft Utopia.